Tomorrow is World Naked Gardening Day. I need to know, is there a naked gardening club in Philly?
Mike would like to join.
You know, I'd like to see the hose and the rakes and trowels and all the equipment they use. No, you know what a trowel is?
My heart stopped for a second.
No.
Yeah, the gardening tool.
Well, I told you already. I don't make believe. I make believers, family. I'm your gracious host, drummer boy 1980, hailing from the Carolinas. Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. I hope you're having a good day today. If not, you know the old adage. Ask yourself why you're not having a good day. And remember this, family. Happiness is an inside job and it will always be an internal affair. Well, guys, we back today. I'm feeling good. Everything is smooth, flowing, fluidly. I do have some situations that's going on, but it's not a situation. It's how you respond to it, right? But that's neither here or there. We back today with the reaction from none other than Flex again. I'm gonna chop Flex videos up for real and just use them as case studies. All right, he's talking about the lady from Dubai, the one that had the attitude, the truck driver. I think her name was the Sassy truck driver. Well, we're gonna examine her today. And let this serve as a cautionary tale, ladies. You heard me? Huh? I said, let this serve as a cautionary tale. I'm gonna call your attention to the screen. Let's go.
Yeah, so the girl, let's go back. We're talking about the girl in Dubai. Her name is Tariq Allen. All right? Shout out to the FBA family. Tariq Allen is from Texas. And she's over there in Dubai. And they arrested her because they said she was screaming at some rental car employee. She got a little loud and belligerent with them. So they locked her up. She got a quick wake-up call. And a lot of people feel a certain way about it. Now, I don't want to see any sister get hemmed up. Let's be clear about that. I don't want to see that happen at all. But a few weeks ago, I did talk about how we got to get off this thing where sisters from here, a lot of stuff you can get away with here, you can't get away with in other countries. Particularly sassy hood rat behavior. That's something that, unfortunately for you, a lot of that is not tolerated in other places. And the only reason it's tolerated here is because that behavior is used to undermine Black society. Yeah? They use that to undermine Black society. She's from Houston, yes. I've talked about this before. How, sisters, you go to these other countries and you start talking slick and getting loud and getting hood radish on people. That don't work. You don't have the same protections as over here. See, the thing is, the white supremacists, they'll back your hood radishness up over here. You see, that's why whenever we as Black men try to check that, the white mommy and white daddy sits up there and they run interference. Say, hey, don't you tell her to stop twerking. Hey, don't tell her to stop being sassy. Hey, you're trying to control her. Shaquita, you have your freedoms. You can do what you want to do. You don't need no man. That's right.
Can anybody detect any lies so far? Huh? Is the man telling one fib? Can anybody find one fib in any statement that he said thus far? Because I have to second everything that he just said. I agree wholeheartedly, 100%. I echo every single sentiment that he just put forth. Now, what have I been telling you for the people that rock with me? I told you this hood rat behavior in the United States here don't work nowhere on earth but the United States. simply because we don't have control over our communities. We are undermined at every drop, every turn, every peak, everywhere we are undermined. I told you, in the Caribbean, we all know to get down there. Let women start running off at the mouth in the Caribbean and see what happened to them. In Africa, really? In Africa? It don't work. It don't work. You will find yourself getting up off the floor if they don't kill you. In the Middle Eastern countries, you know what they'll do to you. You know exactly what they will do to you in the Middle Eastern countries. And we all know how the Europeans, the Caucasians get down with their women. They'll go on a boat trip. One of them will come back. They'll go on a camping trip. One of them will come back. Huh? That's why the Caucasian lady had to try to get something in place called feminism. Oh, did you catch it? That's why she had to try to get something to get her man off of her. You see, anybody know about the rule of thumb? Anybody? I've been saying this for a long time. Anybody know where the rule of thumb come from? You can beat your wife with something that's equivalent to your thumb or smaller, but nothing bigger than your thumb. Go look it up. Google it. It's your best friend. All right? So I said all that to say this. The black men in America don't abuse their women. It's not even a tantamount to other men. See, you can't say nothing to a hood rat here because she'll try to fight you like a man, or either she'll do something that's so egregious and outlandish to it's crazy. And this sister here thought that she was gonna go over there and act a fool. But she found out different real fast. Huh? Did she not find out different, family? Let this serve as a cautionary tale, ladies. Let this serve as a cautionary tale. I'm gonna keep pounding this drum.
See, that hood radishness thing, that sassy hood rat thing, that works here because the white supremacists, they back that up. That's something that's backed up by the white supremacists. And see, the white supremacists, even though they control a lot of what goes on in these other countries, the control is more indirect than direct. See, here they have indirect and direct control. You dig? Because, you know, we're in the belly of the beast. So when you go to other places, the hood rat thing don't work. See, the hood rat thing, to be honest, the hood radishness doesn't really work here. It works for the white supremacists. It works against us as a black community because that type of behavior causes an imbalance in the community.
Facts.
You know, that was something that was utilized by the white supremacists. They're like, hey, let's elevate the women and let's have them act as ratchet as possible. And these are the first teachers of children. So if the mother is a ratchet mess, the children are going to be a damn mess.
Willie Lynch syndrome, anybody?
So this is going to keep that community destabilized.
Willie Lynch letter?
So this is why the white corporate structure here, they underwrite the ratchetness with billions of dollars.
Fact.
You see? Let's just keep it a buck. There's a reason white society loves to promote that sassy, ratchet behavior. That's promoted by white society more than anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah? So now, a lot of the women have that sassy, hood radish, loud, belligerent behavior and that attitude. And then you go to other countries with this whole, I can do what I want. Who gonna check me, boo? That type of thing. Can't nobody check me. You dig? That don't work in other countries. Brittany Griner learned. You understand? She went over there to Russia. You know the laws. And again, nobody was co-signing that sister getting hemmed up like that. But that whole, I'm going to go over here and do what I want to damn do. Forget the law. I don't need to abide by that or whatever. And then they hem you up. Yeah. And then there has to be an international movement to get you up out of there. What's up, Nikki the God? So now this sister goes over here to Dubai. And let me play the story. Let me play the news story.
And we've been trying to tell y'all, sisters, to calm down, to humble yourself. But no, your necks are outstretched and you're haughty. You pretentious. You know more than everybody know. Even though your results reflect something totally different. You are contrary just for the sake of just being contrary. And you're losing simultaneously. Make it make sense. Everybody can't be lying on you. And I'm not talking to all the sisters here because you do have some good, sound, solid sisters here. Intelligent women. I'm talking about bad to the bizone. You heard me? I'm talking about, I can't say what I want to say because I have to put a cap on it, all right? But you have some bad sisters here, and y'all need to be the ones to speak out against this foolishness because it's not a representation of the sisters at large, but they are a large percentage of them that's ratchet and just outright despicable, if you will. And the crazy thing is, the think tanks, the investors will put money into this. The first teachers of the children is the women. That's the first teacher. So if they get to her just by proximity, the child is going to be a byproduct. You understand? So then they can fund their prison industrial complex. You see how that works? One thing is hinged and contingent upon the other. In turn, creating what? The 13th Amendment say? You are free until you are locked up, and then you become a what? A slave. Isn't it ironic that we the smallest percentage here, like 13, 14% of the population, but yet close to about half of the prison population? Close to it, but not quite. You know, and I know other demographics commit so much crime to it is out of this world. It's unbelievable. But yet they get slaps on the wrist. Because it's one thing to be charged. It's another thing to be convicted. Oh God, I'm about to heat up. He's heating up. I said it's one thing to get charged, but it's another thing to get convicted. I have seen this my whole life. I seen it firsthand. Not what somebody told me. I have witnessed this multiple times in my lifetime. You can take two people that do the same thing and they will get different results. They could have the same record, the same judge, the same everything. But that's neither here or there. But what Tariq saying is true. The investors will throw money, billions of dollars, to put their old slew foot out there to trip the black community up here. Because they understand who you are. But my question is, do you understand who you are? Do you understand why everybody is against you? I'm not going to go too deep into the forest, get off in the weeds and nothing. But do you understand who you are? Let me ask the question one more time because I don't think you hear me. Do you understand who you are? And why is these people hovering over you? Huh?
So she goes over there to Dubai and they let her know the sassiness don't really work over here. And I've been to Dubai. They don't really play games like that. All right, hold on one second. Let me play this. All right.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City, but according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tiara Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money. She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says, resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
This website warns, quote, laws and customs are very different, so be aware of your actions to ensure they don't offend while in United Arab Emirates.
Right. So abide by that, man. Now, I want the sister to come home. But look, man, when I was over there, I was doing a broadcast and I had to watch what I said on my broadcast. I was doing a live over there. And look, you can't you can't use a lot of profanity publicly over there. So I'm going to watch what I say when I'm in somebody else's land. My man Willie D texted me. He said, hey, man, be careful on your live. Watch what you say over there. I say, I'm already knowing, brother. Yeah, they'll hem you up. You got to respect the soil wherever you go. You dig? I'm not trying to get hemmed up. Things happen. Things are different. And I'm a dude who's banned from a whole country. I can't even go to the United Kingdom. I can't go to the UK. You dig? When I challenge white supremacy here, I can do that here, but the UK is like, no, nigga, you can't. And I got to respect that. I'm not going to go over there yelling, how come I can't get in here? Man, they'll throw me in a dungeon somewhere.
Facts. I got a few simple words for the sister. When in Rome, do as Romans, unless it is a bunch of degeneracy. Like, who was that Roman leader, guys? I believe his name was Caligula. Go look him up. This dude was a straight up pedo, violate women, men, animals, beastie. He was doing it all. I think he married a horse, a dog, or something. I mean, it was wild over there, man. But now, you don't want to get into that, but I'm just saying, in general, the customs, okay?
You got to respect the game out there, man. There's certain things the women ain't gonna be out there breaking bad. The women out there know, hey, the women out there like, hey, we can't be out here being reckless or disrespecting the social rules. We can't be out here on that BS, on that feminist freedom nonsense. Mm-hmm. We can't.
That's right.
Which ain't really freedom. The freedom to do what? See, the thing is, the white feminists go out here and say, hey, you're free, but free to do what? You're free to be ratchet. So that when they say you're free to do some degrading nonsense, which makes your culture look bad. That's not a real freedom.
That's right.
Yeah. But look, old girl went out there and she's already doing a bunch of videos where she's thirst trapping and all of that. I mean, you're in a country where, some of that stuff, hey, you can party here, you can party there, but their mentality is you're not going to let all of this stuff you're doing, some of the ratchetness, be a part of our culture. We're not going to let that happen. And on her YouTube channel, she has a YouTube channel. where she has talked about moving to Dubai. She's a trucker, and she's the Sassy Trucker. All right. This is her YouTube channel, the Sassy Trucker. So she does a lot of thirst trapping. And I'm not saying this to denigrate this sister, because I'm not saying this justifies her getting hemmed up, but this stuff, this sassy stuff, that don't work nowhere, man. That don't work nowhere but here. I'm going to be sassy and the thirst trap. And, you know, these are her videos. She's over there.
So I'm here in Dubai, and I'm going to test drive this Mercedes truck. If everything goes well, I might just start living and start my own company in Dubai. Let's see.
All right, so
I am sorry for the.
Oh, I don't want to show this some ads. Hold on. No, I want to show ads. Hold on. Let me get these ads out of here. All right. So this is her. She's in Dubai, thirst trapping, which is whatever. But you know, this twerking and throwing that ass in a circle, and you know. Over there, man, they really, you know, you keep that in the clubs or something, but just running around, you know.
We're going to take our shots to the neck.
Hold on. Yeah, it's all of, you know, all that twerking and all of that stuff. Yeah, they don't really take too kind to that over there like that. All right. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Hold on.
These for about 3 days, and we're going to stay on 3 different islands, and we're also going to be staying on 3 different resorts. So we can get a feel.
Okay, all right.
I'm not mad up at the sister. I mean, she caked up now. I mean, she got plenty of yams on her, just to be honest. But that don't have nothing to do with the price of tea in Kalamazoo. Now, look at the visuals. Look at her as a whole. Look at her holistically, right? Just look at the visuals. What's the first thing that pop out? The hair, right? The weave. The different colors of strands of weed. That's the first thing that pop out to me. And you know, she getting lit, she twerking, doing all the usual things. So she fit the mold. She have the characteristics, her attitude. She have new, got a butt crack out, not family. Now don't this fit the mold of who gonna check me, boo? Now don't this woman here fit the mold? She probably was doing more than hollering. I got a sneaky suspicion that she was probably doing a little bit more than hollering. Now I might be wrong because I'm human. I'm subject to being wrong, but I highly doubt it. I think she was doing more than just hollering and going on. She probably picked up something and was raising sand and swearing and doing everything else up under the sun. And look at the name, the Sassy Truck Driver. No pun intended. You see it? The Sassy Truck Driver.
That just gives you an idea. The sassy trucker, that's the girl who got hemmed up over there, which is unfortunate. Again, I don't like to see anybody get hemmed up, but we got to start understanding that a lot of things that are looked at as dysfunctional here by other cultures, because all that wild twerking and all of that bullshit, twerking all over the place and yelling and screaming at folks, you know, that only works here because it's backed up by the white supremacist. And again, like I say, they use that to destabilize our community as a whole. The other communities, they're not going to let that happen. Yeah. And look, I've been to Dubai a couple of times. It's like, it's too hot for me. Dubai is incredibly way too hot. You got to be indoors all the time. And, you know, to me, it's whatever. But a lot of people like going over there kicking it. It's, you know, they got a lot of beautiful indoor places and stuff like that. But that whole sassy thing, sisters, I keep telling you guys, y'all can't go to these other countries with the sassy shit-talking mindset that just doesn't work nowhere. That works against you. And being over here with the white supremacists backing up the degenerate mindset that a lot of us have out here, that gives people a false sense of security when they go to other places. Where's that video? There's a video of Suki Hana. She went over to the UK, and the video is, I'm not going to even play the video. She comes out of, she's over there by Buckingham Palace. She's up there. Yeah, I'm over here in London trying to get my coochie scratched, trying to eat a nigga ass. And she's saying this in front of some European white women, and the white women are like, "Oh my God, what is this?" And let me say this. Suki Hana, that's funded by the white corporate structure, the white record labels or whoever. They're funding her to go over here and do this degenerate stuff for the sole purpose of making Black culture look horrible. Because when she goes over and does all this stuff, they throw it on Black culture.
Right.
You dig? And Suki knows that it's degrading, and she knows that it makes Black society look bad. That's why she's doing it. She's fully aware of what she's doing. This is an act of aggression and anger. And I don't even think she's FBA. She's claimed different nationalities. But her mindset and attitude is an attack on us. That's not a part of our culture.
Mm-hmm.
That's an attack on Black culture. She keeps saying she's Nigerian. Some people say she might be Jamaican. But her disposition is an attack on Black culture. She knows that makes the culture look bad when she goes out here acting a damn fool. And the whole thing is the white corporate structure is backing me. So who gonna check me, boo? I got the white slave owners backing me up. You did? So we got to understand where that comes from. We got to understand where that comes from, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, ladies, let this serve as a cautionary tale. Let the sassy truck driver serve as the canary in the coal mine. If you don't understand that, go look it up. The canary in the coal mine, all right? Now, fellas, let me talk to you for about 2 minutes. Is this what you attracted to? Is this what you impregnating? And I'm going to just go ahead and be brutally honest here. This seemed like some low-hanging fruit to me. God almighty, no. Oh, You heard me? I said this seemed like some low-hanging fruit to me. Is this what you like? I'm a Christian guy. Like I always say, I come from that tough stuff, though. I don't come from this Mickey Mouse, prosperity, Joe Osteen, all that. I don't come from that. I come from the Geno Jennings type holiness, if you will. Very strict, very in your face, brutally honest. Don't cut no corners. It's not diluted. If you must do it, if you must have sex, if you must get your rocks off, huh? You heard me, don't you? If you must do it, do like a boxer and protect yourself at all times. Don't let your guards down. Because you know if you get this woman pregnant, the power shifts to her at that point. You don't have no say so whether she keeps the baby, whether she deletes the baby. And she will be in your billfold, in your pocket, in your bank account, and everything else for quite some time. 18 years, sometime 19, 20 years, 21 years. I don't want nobody in my pocket like that. So, in other words, protect yourself. Make sure you don't get this thing pregnant, but preferably leave her alone. I know, sometime you get lonely. Oh. I love you. Y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you? The old school's in the building, all right? But I do understand, but If you can avoid it, at all costs avoid it. But proceed at your own peril. No, all right, okay. Proceed at your own peril. But now, let me shift over here. You want to find you a woman, somebody that got some sense, somebody that's coachable, somebody that's submissive. That's a bad word, ladies, right? Somebody that's submissive. Submissive is not a bad word. We not talking about abusing women because we don't do that over here. We cherish our women. We love our women. We provide for our women. We go to war for our women. If need be, we delete for our women. If you understand, we make sure that she is taken care of in every department. Make sure you curl her toes. You heard me, didn't you? God almighty. Yeah, you heard it. I said you make sure you know how to curl her toes backwards. Make the big toe cross the little toe. You heard me, huh? Make sure her toes curl back like the Joker's shoe. Huh? Picture that. All right? So we do all of them things. We not talking about abusing no women over here. We not talking about running no rough shot and doing everything to the sisters that you want to do without any consequences. We not talking about that because on this side, it's accountability. We build men over here. We put a board up in your back so you can stand upright on this side. You understand? So find you somebody, guys, that's willing to get on your plan. And let me drop this jewel on you. The Bible says that the woman is a helpmate. A helpmate is, I don't want to go there. I don't want to do this. He ain't tall enough. He ain't big enough. He ain't got enough money. His car. I don't want to live there. I don't want to do this. I want this. That's not a helpmate. That's a headache. That woman don't want a match. That woman want a mix. What do you mean by that, drummer? She don't want to get nobody that act like her. She want a sucker, a pushover. Some old schools will call it a jellyback. Some old schools will call it being henpecked. In the modern day, we call it simping. God almighty. Boy, I'm telling you, I'm on fire. I'm telling you. Y'all ain't seen like this in a while, fam. I'm trying to tell y'all. You leave that woman alone because that woman will cause you a lifetime of headaches, pain, and grief. Unnecessary pain for no reason. Because we all know no pain, no gain. But with a woman like that, you ain't gaining nothing because you can get boxed from anyway. It would be easier. I better not say that. The devil trying to use me. I better not say that. Nah, Negro, make sure you have a program to insert the woman into now. Don't be bringing a woman to a lackadaisical, I don't know what I'm doing and I never did this before. No, you don't need to be thinking about no woman. You need to be discovering your purpose. Oh, I'm equal opportunity on this side. And you talking about a woman, Negro, you can't afford a woman. You heard it exactly. I ain't stuttered that time. You heard me. You can't afford no woman. And if my daughter was talking to a guy like you, I would tell her off rip, leave that Negro alone. He ain't going no way. He don't know where he going. Like a ship without a sail, just drifting to and fro, be thrown to and no, you don't get with that. Now, he might have potential, but we ain't going off potential. We going off results. But as a father, I'm looking out for my daughter's best interest. I don't care how you feel and, well, you shouldn't do that. Don't tell me what I'm, all right? You better have something to insert the woman into. I don't want your mouth. I want some results. Well, I can't buy a house right now. Well, you don't need to be dating nobody. Well, I can't get no apartment rent. Well, you don't need to be dating nobody. You need to be getting your financial situation in order. Get your ducks in a row first. Make sure you have some leadership skills up under your belt. Make sure you have a couple wins up under your belt. Because one victory refused the next. Shout out to TBA, the Black Authority. You should check them out sometime. Don't come to me talking about, well, it's the white man. Yeah, we all know about racism. We all know about racism. But you can actually do better than what you're doing. All right? So make sure you have a plan set in place for the woman can jump on board and she can help you out with your plan. And ladies, if you're smart, whenever that you help the man by proxy, the blessings is going to fall upon you just simply by just being there with him. And any good man that have a good woman knows and want to take care of that woman if he's a good dude. Now, I don't mean her having a Santa Claus type syndrome where she wants something all the time and you just supposed to grant everything. No, we ain't talking about that. That's the last thing I'm talking about. You will get some of your wants and all of your needs met. God almighty, did you hear me? Let me take the inverse of that. You will get all of your needs met, your necessities, and some of the things you want. Because if I give you everything you want, in turn, that will make you a spoiled brat. And with that being said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Come on back to see me, guys. I told you I'm refreshed. I'm rejuvenated. I'm back, baby. I'm on fire. Can't you feel it? Huh? God almighty. But guys, go ahead and check out my archive. My last video did some numbers. I was shocked because my channel is small, but it's growing gradually. But I'm building my channel from the ground up. No help from nobody. Nobody shout me out. Nobody helping me. Nobody. And that's fine. Because whenever that I do make it, nobody can take credit for my success, which I'm successful in life. So I won already. Think about that. And until next time, peace. And remember, there is more. I'm a winner regardless.